is my good buddy John Ayo, or should I say Doc John Ayo, because a few years ago, John works for one of the huge corporations in America, and he's been with them 27 years. And a few years ago, this guy travels millions of miles. So a few years ago, he goes out and get his ND degree, right? Naturopath. So he's a naturopath. So this licenses him to write a book called Travel Balance. I mean, what a book, a unique health guide to your journey. We don't think of travel and health. They're mutually exclusive. You can be healthy or you can travel. John's a guy who has figured out how to do this. And a $15 book later, you will dog-ear some pages and be blown away like I was with this book. Welcome.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you for being on the show. Twins doing okay?
They are. Anthony and Allison are doing great. Almost 15 now. So we have teens in the house.
That's amazing. I wish I did. I miss mine being young like that. But when you're in the middle of it, you don't miss it. But afterwards, you do miss it. So tell us a little bit about one problem I have. You're leaving for Tokyo here. Mm-hmm. That's a, 13, 14-hour flight.
Right.
Do you get up and walk the aisle? Do you do kegels? Do you push the seats? What do you do to get blood flowing on a 14-hour flight?
Well, first thing, before you get on the flight, rather than sit there and wait at the gate, I like to walk around. So I find the gate, make sure everything's okay, and then I just walk from the end to end of DFW or whatever airport I'm in. So a lot of exercise before you get on the plane, and then once you get on that plane, if you can, get up and walk around, especially on a long flight. Yeah. It's tricky because they're not real happy with you walking around and standing around. Exactly. So you just have to go visit with people and go to the bathroom a lot because you're drinking a lot of water. Yeah. So hydration, you say, is very important. Absolutely. You got to drink. That's your biggest friend on the plane is water. And getting it can be tricky, but you got to have lots. You got to drink it throughout. Yeah. And as you know, people that may not like to drink water, they just like, oh, let me just drink a whole bunch before I go. Can't do that. You got to sip it throughout the whole flight. Yeah, otherwise you'll be walking up and down that aisle every half hour. Exactly. Supplements. See, I think nutritional supplements are really key to not getting sick on those flights. So many people tell me when we go from DFW to LA, which I have a grandson now, so every few months Ruth and I are going from DFW to LAX. He's out in Los Angeles. So many people get off that flight and within a day they're sick. What is it in the air? The decompression, or what is it on an airplane that makes people sick? Well, breathing others' germs? Well, that's part of it, is you're right next to people that are coughing, so there's nothing like getting on a plane with somebody that's coughing right next to you. And then, of course, you have all the germs that are there, and they've done some studies that show that some of the germiest things in the airport, like that little security thing when you pack your bag. So before you even get on the plane, when you've gone through security, you've already touched something with lots of germs. And so we've got that. You've got this air that's just recirculated. How well is it recirculated? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Now we have a cylinder. You're traveling in a metal tube with Wi-Fi bouncing around. Yeah. So now you got the electromagnetic stuff going on. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of stuff. And you talk about, when you get to the room, you automatically turn the TV on, right? You hit it, and 48,000 people have hit that same button. Exactly. So you're saying wash things. Oh, yeah, you have to. So, in my book, I talk about essential oils. I'm a huge fan of Young Living essential oils. And so there are quite a few that will help to disinfect and clean up germs. Yep. And so, one of the first things you encounter when you land is when you go to the hotel and they say, Mr. Kaufmann, can you sign here? Yeah. And you pick up that pen that 48,000 people have touched. Think about that, John. Are you at all, in the 30 seconds we have remaining, are you at all concerned about the machine you go in and, and it x-rays you? I am concerned. So I've learned the words opt-out. Opt-out, 2 words. Say opt-out. We do that 100% of the time. The TSA people tend to tell me, well, that's no more dangerous than an x-ray. Okay, here's the book on x-ray. It's radium, right? Be careful out there, folks. Don't be paranoid like John, but be careful out there. It's really good to see you again. Thanks, Doug. The book, again, is called Travel Balance. Highly, highly recommended. Thank you. Thank you.